Well, anyone who is a parent knows that saying. It takes a village, and it really is true, especially as we get back into the school routine. And here to help us out is Hannah Bellage, Community Engagement Manager at Reading Partners, along with Jenny Bargery, a tutor. Hi, ladies. How are you?
Thanks. How are you?
Doing well. I know everybody is a little stressed at home because we're getting back to school, so we're so happy to have you guys on to chat a little bit about that process and how to get back. So Hannah, let's start with you here. The school year, of course, has already kicked off. How is Reading Partners helping students, especially as we're getting going?
Yes, busy time in schools and in homes all over the nation. Well, Reading Partners partners with local community schools, 10 in the Denver metro area, and we empower K-4 students who have fallen behind on grade level literacy. We help them catch back up with the use of some amazing community volunteers.
That is so wonderful, and I know that there are so many parents out there who see their students struggling, their kids struggling, and they get so frustrated, and I'm sure it's frustrating for the kids too. So to have you guys is so huge. So Hannah, how can folks help out?
There's so many ways to help out. The number one way that's free, that's fun, that's super easy is to volunteer.
Okay.
We're aiming to serve about 550 students this year. So we need about 800 volunteers to come into these schools and help kiddos for just an hour a week.
Oh my gosh, that's it. So it only takes an hour a week to make a huge difference here.
Quick and easy.
That's huge. And Jenny, you are a volunteer, and we were talking a little bit in the commercial break. You have been volunteering for a while. This is something you love to do. Tell me how you got into it.
Yeah, so I started about 6 years ago when I moved to Denver, just looking to kind of get involved in the community, and a friend recommended Reading Partners, and what I really liked about it is that it was really consistent, right? You can do it the same day of the week, the same time, so you can kind of build your schedule around it, and it's only an hour every week, so like you can do it on your lunch break if you want. And so I really like that, and then having the opportunity to build a relationship with a student was something I really appreciated. And so I started, you do a quick training, and within like maybe a couple of days or weeks, I was in the reading center working with a fourth grader. So.
Oh my gosh, that's so special. And I'm sure that bond between you and these students becomes huge, right? You're able to, of course, sit down and help them out with the things that they need most, but being able to have that one-on-one with them, I'm sure is huge too. Have these students been able to tell you what has helped them most?
Yeah, I mean, I think the part of the program that's so special is that it's really interactive, right? So it's not just reading to a student or a student reading to you. There are games and activities sort of built into the lessons, and so it makes it fun for the kids. And I think that's really important, but then also seeing their confidence grow kind of week over week and month over month.
Right.
As they get more comfortable with reading is really what I find to be the most valuable.
Yeah, and Hannah, you're just beaming over here, and you were earlier proud. I was gonna ask, I mean, you must be so proud, especially when it comes to volunteers like Jenny here who really take the time to make that bond with those students. I mean, how does it feel to hear it from that perspective?
You know, it's pretty amazing, because I think a lot of volunteers just say, I have an hour, I have capacity, I want to help, but you get so much out of it as a volunteer. Our students get so much out of it, you know, just hearing Jenny and how many years she's been with it, be able to talk about that bond, and the students that, you know, light up every time she comes in to get them. It's really special.
Oh my gosh, well, if your lighting up has any like little bit of reflection in those students, I can only imagine. And Jenny, you were talking about how big of an impact it makes for these students, but how about for you? I mean, what does it feel like for you being able to, at the end of the day, say, maybe I made a difference here, which is great.
It is. It's super fun. It's really fun to kind of get to know a student on a one-on-one basis, and similarly, like they know you're coming on Tuesday at 2 o'clock, and so they expect you. And knowing they're excited is really great. But then also, you know, I'm one of 800 volunteers, and so it is a really committed group of folks that, you know, want to see their students succeed. And so it's great to kind of trade ideas and thoughts on like, this game really engaged my student, you should think about doing this.
Totally.
And between the students and the volunteers, like I always have a great book recommendation.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Oh my gosh. Well, Hannah, you know there are people at home right now being like, okay, I need to get involved. What do you look for in a volunteer?
We like to say it's as easy as if you can show up on time and smile. We'll do the hard work. As far as the clearance process, it really is easy. Jenny mentioned you have a quick hour-and-a-half training that we put you through, make sure that you're feeling confident, competent, and then really you have to pass a background check. It's really easy to get started.
Okay, great. Well, how does somebody get started with you guys?
5 minutes on our website. You kind of go through a questionnaire, pick your school, sign up for that quick training time, and you're in the door. It's so fast.
Oh, wow. Well, guys, guys, we appreciate you guys being here so much because, Hannah, every time you're here, we just fall more in love with what you do for this community. And Jenny, the passion and the love that you have for these students really shines through. So thank you both so much. Every time I tell you, I'm going to come. I'm going to start volunteering with you. An hour a week. So easy. Ladies, thank you so much.
Thanks, Danny.
Well, guys, you can lend a helping hand in education. Get the volunteer process started today at readingpartners.org.